Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal. And I'm your host, Millie Mills. It's another great Saturday night because we have a great guest in the house. He came back again. This is hey, we're so glad to have CEO. He's CEO of Royalty Virtues. He is an actor, dancer, filmmaker, and more. Let's give it up for Darrell Miller. Woohoo!
How you doing? Thank you so much for having me back.
Ah, Darrell, man, you got it going on. You already know that. You got it going on. And before we get started, let me get a little serious here for a minute before we get going because we had a dear friend in the industry that passed away earlier this month, and I just found out that about his passing just the other day. So rest in peace to the industry and my industry colleagues, Mr. Edward McDaniel. Let's put his picture up here. He's one of the first few to launch the internet radio station way back in 2006 when all that stuff was just getting going. So Ed
Yeah.
was definitely one of the trailblazers with the internet radio. That's Ed. We will miss you. He had a wonderful personality, Edward McDaniel. Yeah, he supported our Millhouse when we were in Dallas. He supported our efforts. He would come to the Art of the Arts educational seminars that we had back in Dallas in the day. So, Ed, you will truly be missed. But without further ado, let's get into tonight's show. Of course, we have Mr. Darrell Miller out in the Indianapolis area, correct?
Yes, Indianapolis, Indiana.
There you go. Woo woo! Let's represent. Yeah. So, what's your alma mater? Tell us about your school. Give us a little recap there.
I graduated from Warren Central in 2010, and I went to Ivy Tech for about maybe a year or two, but I dropped out because I found out it wasn't for me. I tried and just got on trying to figure out myself. I was on my self journey, trying to get myself together, dealing with mental stuff and things like that, trying to find myself until I met my mentor Romeo Gearson, who put me under his wing and taught me about the business and how to be a CEO. And then ever since then, I've just been on this path of ownership and guidance and, really building, wealth and, economics and learning about economics.
Wow, and you're so young and you've got all that going on, man. Kudos to you. I mean, you don't have time to mess around. You didn't come to play, right? Darrell, last time you were here, you were telling us that you were founder of a multi-purpose entertainment company, which consists of recording artists, videos, films, and all of that. So remind us how all of that came about. Just give us a little bit more backstory on that.
That came about because of my early days. I was a hip hop dancer, and then after high school, my friends was into music and family was into like rapping, and they was doing it. And then I fell in love with it, like just being around the studio. And then me and my brothers, four of us, we got together, started recording our own music at the time with no help or guidance or anything like that. And then I kind of went solo after we all had our separate things going on, and I got into a relationship. She was my manager. Then when that didn't, work out, I kept going, trying to get better in music and figure out my way, what was going on with me and stuff like that. I met my mentor, Romeo Gearson. He taught me how to be a CEO, and then I wanted to create my own record label that helps artists, develop. So it's supposed to be an artist development record label, and I was learning about the record label, the business, what all it takes to push an artist, and how much money and team it takes, like that. And then I fell in love with filming because I took a break from music in 2000, like 18 and 19. Did my first little short film called The Boy in the Darkness. Then that led to a short film called A Traumatic Story, and then I just kept going with film. I was like, oh, I love this. Like it's fun. It's something different. I'm not used to anything like this. And then I just started making movies. And then 2021 won 5 awards with my original superhero project called Paragenics. And I was like, oh, this might be for me. Like, this might be my it thing to push me and my team that I could build with, further along the way. So ever since then, I've just been creating.
Wow, man. 5 awards. So,
Yeah.
what would tell us a little bit about those awards you got for best film, best actor, best creator? What were the?
Best action, couple for best action, best web series because of the web series,
Uh huh.
and I got some from best adventure, I believe. So in those categories, in the web series categories, because I was just starting out, I was just submitting film festival things. Like I got some semi-finalists, finalists, but the 5 awards came from just those genres.
And I mean, you look like, I don't know your age, but you look like a kid. And you're like, man, you've already accomplished all that. Wow.
Yeah, I'm 32, be 33 this year.
Really? Okay. I thought you were going to
Yeah,
say maybe 28, 29.
that's what some people get. Yeah, I love it. I take it.
Yeah, yeah, man, you doing it. And last time we were on the show, you had one of your founding members that came with you. I believe it was Mike Trevor Jr.
Yeah, yeah. Mike Trevor. Yeah, we worked on 22 rounds. That's currently on YouTube. As like around 35,000 views already. This what one episode of our like hood little film we did and stuff like that, which is really awesome and cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
that's amazing. So y'all still are working together on upcoming projects, you and Mike.
No, currently we kind of went our separate ways. I know he's still doing this thing with comedy blowing up because he's really great and talented with the comedy
Mhm.
and stuff. And I just went my separate ways and doing other things because I didn't want to just keep doing stereotypical things. Like it was something like it was cool to say we can do it, and me and his help, like it was dope. Me and him working together, but I just figured with me, I'm a nerd inside, so I like supernatural, I like superheroes, I like other things that push in us being blacks. I don't want that stereotypical. That's all the type of films we make or create or get pushed
Exactly.
into. So my goal was to always push us to other things and show we could be other type of characters and not just be the stereotypical characters.
All right, I like that. That's very respectable. I get that. Yeah, you don't want to just be in a, like you said, that stereotypical cast. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah, yeah.
typecast.
Yes, I love it. I love it, man. And at one time you were rapping. I know you rap as well. You do so many things. So are you still rapping or recording
um,
singles?
I kind of took a break. I'm actually signed with Meat Music under Sid Jams, his record label and entertainment company and stuff like that. So right now, after my single Dance came out, that was like a year ago, September, I took a break and still focus on filming because I really believe that might be my true calling. And what I'm doing with the, nerd culture and stuff like that, I said I get back to music when I can, and it always be I always have love for it because that's kind of started my career, basically people knowing me. But at the
Mhm.
same time, sometimes you just got to know something else can come along in a way and just be better for you. Sometimes you just got to accept that and
Yeah,
that something else can just be for you if you just look, what I'm saying, pay attention to what's really going on.
yeah. Pay attention to what's right here in front of you. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. So that dance video was the last single that you did, right?
Yes, last single that I dropped, and then I had some music with when I had a record label. We dropped a couple of songs and stuff like that, but things didn't don't work out as planned. So that's why I was just able. You know what? I'm gonna take my time off. Let me learn how to be a better leader. Let me get the resources I need. Then I could probably come back and rebuild. Because sometimes you just gotta accept, hey, it's just not the time right now. Sometimes
Yep.
if you don't have all the pieces you gotta reestablish yourself, rebuild, and
That's it.
then you can come back to it. Don't try to force it.
That's right. And it's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. It's best to accept, just, hey, this is not a good time right now. And then come back when it is a better time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
speaking
not
of,
an absolute. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead. No, yes,
No,
go.
I'm just saying it's not an absolute failure
Absolutely.
at all. It
That's
your
right.
everything happened when it needs to, and it's about strategizing and really knowing like what it is. Being and just honest. Like we might need more pieces when it comes to record labels and all that. It's pieces around you. It's
Mm-hmm.
the manager. It's the booking agent. There's so much that comes to one artist that's blowing up that people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're able to be so successful. But when you're don't have the money, the funds to really push your record out, or you don't got this and that a whole big team, it could take longer than what you expected. And sometimes you just got to like, it's not there right now. Let me go ahead and do something else until I can get those resources and team to do what I really want to do.
I like that. I like those moves you're making. And speaking of moves, let's look at the dance video that you were talking about. We managed to find it on YouTube. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Tick, tock. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. It's the grand. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. You too. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. On the dance floor. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. I wanna see you dance, post it on TikTok. I wanna see you dance, post it on Instagram. I wanna see you dance, upload it on YouTube. I wanna see you dance on the dance floor. Whoa, hold on, I need my people dancing right now. Gotta show 'em what you got on the dance floor. Did it poppin' like Chris Brown was performing at the festivals. Had them girls slip, slide like Jason Derulo. I'm one of a million, better ask that boy Neo. Get the crowd pro when my dance move. Young tired eyes, oh Mario move. After this world made it black. Let's swing, guys. Wanna see you dance, post it on TikTok. I wanna see you dance, post it on Instagram. I wanna see you dance, upload it on YouTube. I wanna see you dance on the dance floor. I wanna see everybody dancing for a celebration. Nobody should be posted up on the wall hating. Go ahead and did it, Bob. Go to the street and hit the yeet. Take it back, old school, bust a pop lock. Dougie on them with the jerk. Show 'em how your foot work. With the sea walk or a moonwalk. Break that electric slide with the lean with it, rock with it. They time to get up. Have some fun, dance now, better dance now. I wanna see you dance, post it on TikTok. I wanna see you dance, post it on Instagram. I wanna see you dance, upload it on YouTube. I wanna see you dance on the dance floor. I wanna see you dance, post it on TikTok. I wanna see you dance, post it on Instagram. I wanna see you dance, upload it on YouTube. I wanna see you dance on the dance floor. Go and dance. Go and dance. Go and dance. I wanna see you dance on the dance floor. Go and dance. Go and dance. Go and dance. I wanna see you dance on the dance floor. Tick, tock. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. It's the grand. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. You too. I just wanna see you dance now, right now. On the dance floor. I just wanna see you dance now, right now.
Man, that's what's up. That's hot. Woo!
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember I used to dance, once a dancer, I think always a dancer.
Oh yeah, like even when I'm like anywhere, I just hear dope music, and so I start to move no matter what. Like I
Mhm.
don't do it like I used to, but you still got it in you just to keep going.
Yep, yep. That's what we got to do. Hey, look, we got some people that tune in. Thank you, Arius. One of our viewers, Arius, heard. He said, "Love that." He said, "Congratulations and making moves." Oh, Robert, thank you so much for tuning in, Robert. That's nice. My cousin Vet, she's always in the house, and she says you are a wise young man. Isn't that
Thank you
sweet?
so
Oh,
much. Thank you
thank you
so
guys
much.
so much. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you
appreciate it.
are a wise young man. I know we were talking before we got on tonight, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
let's say that for the show," because you have,
right.
yeah, you had a lot of deep wisdom there, and that's what's going to take you far. And I know
Thank
sometimes,
you.
I know sometimes you worry about the finances and everything, but sometimes wisdom, along with word of mouth, will get you far too. So, with the wisdom, you can make the right choices and the right decisions. So that's going to take you where the money can't take you. That wisdom will. That's what I
And
believe.
definitely read books. It's the key too. So when you read books like Dr. Boyce Watkins, I'm gonna plug him in. Help change my life. YouTube him, Dr. Boyce Watkins, teach about
Okay.
like economics, talking about black wealth, how you know own stuff. I'm learning so much about him that I wish I would have learned like in my teenage years or anything. I think it we need people like that to teach us
Yeah,
because a
we
lot of
do.
times we want to rail or people didn't teach us about the importance of wealth, the importance of um, your like your life and what you leave behind to what I
Yeah,
mean that's something
legacy.
I legacy right to your
Mhm.
kids or your grandkids or anything like that. What do you leave behind? It's not just about right now leaving for the moment. It's nothing about that. It's about what you leave behind because
It
you go you don't want
is.
it to be sad. You want to set the foundations for them to be okay when you go. You don't want them to be struggling while you go. You want them to
That's
be okay while you go. So that's why wealth and finances is very important. We cannot deny that we are in the world that where wealth and money and resources is very important that we need to talk about as a community, as your household. You know what I mean? Like we got to talk about it. It's very important.
It's very important. It's very because like when you start having, building your family, and you'll be able to say, well, hey, I had a record label, and I do it this, I got film, I got, and then you can start grooming them at a young age, the business and help prepare them. So they're
That's my
gonna be,
motivation. When I think about it, like when I have a future wife, have future kids, if I'm gonna have all these things, what am I leaving behind for them if I was to go? Like not just me, they had to bury me, but what do I leave behind that could continue my last name, continue the legacy that I'm leaving behind with the company I own, with the things I'm establishing now, the foundation for them to continue, even if they don't want to do the business I'm doing, but they could take it to other heights, I mean,
yes,
evolve. That's what you want. You don't want it to decrease. You want it to evolve.
that's right.
It's very important.
Wow, we could have a whole
Yeah,
class.
hey, look,
Get me
hey, I'm
motivated. I
proud
love
of
it.
it.
I love that. I love it. And and speaking of all your businesses, I know you had that record label, and so that's when you did the single with that, right? So my question is, I wanted to kind of back up a little bit. I know you had some artists you were working with, and do you still have the artist roster? Or are you just kind of like put all that to the side so you can devote all your time, like you said, more on the film end of it?
I had to let them know, which was like a sad moment because I grew up with a lady family to me.
Yeah.
That I believe I'm not the leader right now for what they want and need for their talent. Like it's good when you want to build something up with your family. You have great ideas, you have great ambition, but when something's just not working or you don't have the right resources, the team I was saying then
Hmm.
it just I don't want to waste their time. I care about them too much. I don't want to waste y'all time, and then you really hate me and be mad because it's like, yo, you said you was gonna do this or we was gonna do this, blah blah blah. So I rather look honestly, I'm not there right now. I don't have the money to push your careers. I don't have anything like that. Like I wish I could push you. So I'd rather you go about your ways in a polite way. You know what I'm saying? We still
Hmm.
have love for each other. If you need me, I got
Hmm.
you. And y'all go do it. And I still talk to them like what I mean? Not every day, but I still, communicate with them just to know, hey, it's still all love and make sure they good and things like that. They still moving, doing their thing. But like I said, you just gotta be honest about it. You don't want to just drag on to something you know in heart. it's just not it right now. Like you just got to
Yes.
figure it something else just so you can do what's
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah, you guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the wise, intelligent Darrell Miller, a filmmaker, and all of that. And I know the last time you were on the show, you had which you already mentioned, but you had some independent films like The Boys in the Darkness, A Traumatic Story, and the Paragenics. Now you have a new film that you're working on. It's going to be coming out soon. Evidential Myths, right?
Yes, that someone on here is a part of. It got a scene, huh? How was that for you?
Yes, you did, guys. He was gracious enough to ask me to play the part of a reporter. So
Yeah,
I'm excited. And you say it's going to be on Tubi. It's a chance you're going to get it
I'm
on the
trying.
Tubi.
I'm hoping that if it's long enough because I know too. Well, when it comes to distribution, they got certain times. Like a duration for it. Yes, that's what it is, and we hope we can meet it. That it's not too short to be considered a full length or anything like that. So, but if not on Tubi, you'll be able to catch it whether it's on YouTube or I might have a premiere on YouTube, or we just be pushing it DVDs and all that and selling it so we can do a bigger project.
That's wonderful, man. So guys, when you see this flyer on social media, just remember this young man right here, Darrell Miller. Yeah, he's the one who put all of this together. And you also have some comic books you were sharing with me that you're working on,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Oh
my
yeah.
can you see it? Yes,
Yes.
my
Yes.
yes.
We have some pictures right here too that you shared. Booyah.
Yes, yep,
Hmm.
yep.
Yeah,
Virtual
that's
viral exhibition. I believe I created it in 2020 or 2021, and this like I've been drawing comics or drawing since I was in elementary school, and it was about time I was like, man, I want to create my own comic book. It was like I'm just in this creative mode. I just want to create like it's just coming, yeah, and when I created my first issue, I was able at a local comic store in Indianapolis, Indiana. I gave the owner some of my copies. He sold out quick. He called me like, "Hey, like, yo, your comic sold out and stuff like that," which was good. Just at that time, didn't know the price, what the price is because I'm a new author and creator. I did it for the low, so, but
hmm
I couldn't. What the price I gave it, I couldn't keep doing what I was doing, so I kind of stopped for a minute because I had to pay my illustrator to get more issues done, which cost money, and then print cost money, and so I kind of just stopped for a minute until I got the funding to do it more. But I was able enough to get two issues, which I'm now this year is going to go to convention center, convention nerd conventions and sell my work and build the money so I could actually finish my comic sagas and stuff like that. Because I really believe this could be a big thing, not only just for our community, the Black community, but worldwide. I think it could be a big thing where it could be video games, it could be animations. That's what I'm pushing it for. So I think that would be a great look for not only my company but worldwide. So
Worldwide, yeah. And try to this may help too, try to go to some of the conventions, whether it's music or film. I don't know if you may already do that, but go to some of the conventions so that you can meet other industry professionals, rub shoulders with them, and they may be able to turn you on to funding opportunities. They may know someone or an organization that funds, because like here in the state of Austin, they have grants and stuff for filmmakers and stuff like that. It's called the Cultural Arts Division, and so you might want to check in your local area with the city. They may have funding for your movies. I just
yeah.
remembered that while you were talking.
Yeah, we had one that actually helped out. So let me give a praise to CICF and my brother Wild Style. He put me on with like that was able to get my Paragenics season 1 and half of season 2 done with the funding with CICF and him helping me get the funding for that. I'm actually they got another grant. I'm trying to get some grants for to do an animation to my project So
Mhm.
that because I think I really believe like animation is growing, and where I go to conventions, people are cosplaying, which is costumes like people dressing up like their favorite superheroes or nerd anime
Mhm.
characters, and I want to build that with the hopefully the grant funding and say, hey, a young black African American create his own animation, almost like a Boondock, but his own way, and now he's pushing it and hoping that people really love it from all cultures. So now this is going to build from, just from his creative mind and stuff like that, and the
Mhm.
team I work with. So I'm hoping in May I get that.
Oh yeah, I believe it's going to come through, as And if I run across it or hear about any funding opportunities, I would definitely shoot that to you for sure, because we want to see your work go forth. You deserve it. I just want to, because with everything great, what they say, with the blessing comes persecution. That's biblical. So with all the talent and everything that you bring to the table, can you share with us, as a filmmaker, what is one of the biggest challenges you've had to face as CEO and filmmaker? And then how were you able to overcome those challenges?
For
What
a
did,
filmmaker, me is communication with other people. Like I'm born as an introvert. I always been quiet. Always been to myself and almost had self doubt within myself. So with becoming a filmmaker and a director, producer, whatever, I had to learn to be a leader. I had to learn to speak. I had to learn to guide people in a positive
delegate?
way. Yeah, and but also, you know, I can learn from them because most of them know more about filmmaking than me because I just jumped in like, hey, I want to do film, but I don't
Yeah.
have more experience. So I just learned, hey, I'm going. This is my way of doing it, but I'm also willing to learn from you who got experience how things should be done so it can be professional, looking as much as possible, and just get the best of what we had. So a lot of times we had to, not everything comes out the right way. So certain days it'd be raining or people don't show up. So I had to adapt and learn how to adapt to my environment and what I had just to get the scene done so people don't waste their time or don't
Mhm.
want to feel like this is gonna work. So I always had to adapt and communicate with people like, hey, I don't have money like that. Like this is a free project. I'm filming with most of the time my phone because I can't afford the other cinematographer, but I believe in this project. Would you? And most of everybody has done it for free. I never, blessing to me. I never had to pay for
Yeah.
anybody because they trust in me and believe in
Yes.
what I'm doing. Because I do work hard. I show people, even though I might not be paying you financially, money wise, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pay you through hard work. I will
Yeah.
show you that I'm pushing this project the best way I can, so we can continue further and get the funding, so I can afford you and pay you what you rightfully earn. And I create characters for it. It could be financially better because I believe a lot of times filmmakers we don't always make the films that it's merchandisable, right? So one thing about filming, it comes down to your merchandise. People that
Yeah.
don't know about filmmaking want to learn about filmmaking. When it comes to business with filmmaking, it's all about merchandise. You make more money off of merchandise than you do your actual movie, and that's what I learned. So I create things like characters like superheroes or merchandisable characters, so it'd be beneficial. So hey, if you do something for free, but you got a dope character that can grow and be popular one day, now you'll really will feel like it's something that's worth your time. So that's what I create and always think about.
Yeah. We had some comments in the. I didn't mean to jump. I was.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
sorry.
yeah. They're asking questions. Do you have ties to Arkansas? Do you have any family
No, no, I
ties in
wish
Arkansas?
like no, I don't.
And then Robert says Dr. Bryce Watkins is the one who got him started with investing in stocks and using the Stash app, easy and simple. So you can cash in on that.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
cousin.
for that. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you. I'll be
And then,
watching his videos all the time.
yeah, go ahead. And they were just saying we definitely aren't taught much about wealth and finances, which is so true. We're out of time. I can't believe it. I just looked at the clock.
So
We're out of
true.
time. Really enjoying it here. I really am. But before we go, any shout outs? You want to give any shout outs to anyone?
First, shout out to you for doing what you're doing because you're amazing at what you're doing, and
Thank you.
I always support and blessed to be a part of this show, and I can't wait
Yeah.
to come back. Anytime you need me to come back, I'm willing to come back, and I want to shout out to everybody that's working hard out there. Anybody that has a passion for something, don't forget, don't ever quit. Don't worry about what other people say or anything. You read, you strategize, you be around people that's doing something, not people that just lazy. Be
Yeah.
around people that's actually doing something
Something.
and reading, strategizing, and got wisdom for you to grow and got all to grow together. Not everything is about money, but it's about brain. It's about your
And
mentality.
creating
It's about
opportunities.
exactly. That's
Mhm.
what we got to do. We got to create opportunities, especially in our,
Mhm.
in black communities. We got to create opportunity to have ownership. Ownership. That's what we got to be about. Because you
Yep.
don't want to be working at a job you don't really want to be there. I work at two jobs, so I know how it is. You don't want to be at a place. You better doing something else. So be around great people that's actually doing something. Learn and enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. Don't
Amen.
stress.
And you said a mouthful. Enjoy the journey. Because a lot of times we forget that part. We forget to enjoy the journey while you're there, while you're in that moment. Just, hey, get to stop and eat a cone of ice cream or something
Right.
to get you through. Go buy a nice outfit or something. Just get some
Exactly.
enjoyment from it. Yes. So, man, this has been great. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. Next week on the show, we'll be talking with Raymond Coates. Raymond Coates is an R&B singer, and you'll find out much more. And so, you guys have a blessed week, and we'll see you back here next time on Bring It in the House. Thank you, Darrell. Thank
That was so